TechGeniet back with another unboxing. Today we'll be unboxing the Bamboo Stylus Fineline, which is compatible with the iPad mini, iPad 3 and the iPad Air and later versions of the iPad. So let's just take a quick look at the box. So on the front of the box we've got a picture of the stylus. You can get it in multiple different colours. I chose to get it in blue. It's Bluetooth smart, which means you can connect it via Bluetooth, which allows palm rejection, which you'll see when I start using it on the iPad. On the side we've just got some talking about the contents. In the box we get the Bamboo Stylus, a USB charging cable and a quick start guide. On the back of the box we get told what the Bamboo Stylus can do. So it's got a very thin tip, which I chose this stylus because of the thin tip. It makes it easier to take notes and to draw. We've got pressure sensitivity, palm ejection, and it works with the leading apps for note taking and PDF markups. And then on the side we've just got Bamboo Stylus Fineline by Wacom. On the underneath we've just got telling us that it's in blue and some bit in Chinese that's not really useful. And then on the top it's just a simple plain white. So that's the box. I'll put a link in the description to the website, and I think I got this one off Amazon, so I'll put a link to it in the description to those. Okay, so let's get this thing open and see what's inside the box. So, when we open it up, we are greeted by some instruction manuals. So that's what's all inside the box. So we've got a Bamboo Stylus Fineline instruction manual, charging USB cable, how to charge it, obviously where to hold your hand. We've got a little thing telling us down here what the different colour lights mean. Yeah, so that's the little startup setup guide. Here we've got a lot of safety features about this. Obviously don't put it near hot areas or don't leave it outside to get wet. So these are your usual safety precautions. So then here we've got a little thing saying thank you for buying the Bamboo Stylus. Obviously there's the Bamboo app, which I've already downloaded onto the iPad. You can get this off the App Store. I think it's for free. Yeah, so you can get it free with a Fineline pack. So that's all the stuff that's inside the box. Now inside the box we're greeted with the actual stylus and the micro USB charger. So taking it out of the box, we've got the lid to the thing, and we've got the actual Bamboo Stylus. Okay, so this is the Bamboo Stylus. It's quite a small stylus. It's quite thin, feels quite nice in the hand, and there's the lid. Comes on and off relatively easily. You can put it on the top. To compare this to a normal pen, I've got a fountain pen here. So we've got the fountain pen, the lid, and we've got the Bamboo Stylus. We've got the pen and the lid. So as you can see, it's pretty similar size, pretty similar thickness. So it's pretty much what you'd be used to when you're writing with a normal pen. So so that's the initial views of the Bamboo Stylus. Okay, so let's plug this thing in and see what it looks like when it's charging. Okay, so we're going to plug this in. This is the where it goes in. So we've got this rubber cap that we just take off. We get the micro USB charger. You simply plug it in the top. Plug it into either a computer or you can get a wall adapter for it. Plug it in, and then if it's not charged it comes up with a red light, and when it's charged it comes up with a blue light. So let's go straight into using the app. Okay, so now the Bamboo Stylus is fully charged. Let's bring the iPad in and show you what it's like using it on the app. So turning on the iPad, you come across, and the app is called Bamboo Paper. You can get it on the App Store. It comes for free. So you opening up the app, we are greeted by a little notification saying turn on Bluetooth to allow Bamboo Paper to connect to accessories, and obviously the Bamboo Stylus is an accessory. So obviously we're going to press OK. I'm going to turn it on from the control center. So we turn on Bluetooth. To set it up, you just go onto a notes page, and then you come down here, take the lid off the iPad stylus. Now to connect to Bluetooth, you tap on this logo here, and it says turn on your stylus. If you can see that, there it says turn on your stylus. Now to turn it on, you just press down the button, and see that it immediately connects. It says okay, this one's currently got 61% charge. You can quite easily set the button to different settings. So at the moment I've got it set to eraser. You can have it to undo, redo, full screen, or none. So that's how you set up the stylus. You can set it to right-handed or left-handed. Okay, so connecting the stylus, either it will connect immediately, but if it doesn't, you just press the button, go onto here, and you hold it down. You see it says connecting. Hopefully it will connect. If it doesn't connect, you've either got too little charge, or it's broken. See, when I first got it, a few minutes ago when I've been charging it, I tried it and it hasn't been working for ages, and I was wondering why. I thought it was broken, but it turns out that it wasn't completely charged. So make sure your stylus is charged up. If it's not charged up, then it probably won't connect. So let's try and see what this looks like when drawing. So as you can see, it's very smooth, works really well, and then the eraser, holding down the button, also works really well. So okay, so I'm just going to briefly take you through what's on the app. So up here we have the bookmark, so you can just set this as a bookmark, so when you come on you can just go directly to the page. You can either just select the eraser, so let's say you've just drawn something, you can either come up here and select the eraser and you can use it like so, or you can just set it as the shortcut button, as I've done. Now by pressing the button you can see it moves it straight up to the eraser. Obviously if you set it to the undo button, it will move down to the undo button here. So down here, if you press this, it turns into full screen mode, so you don't have any of these things obstructing when you're drawing something, when you're writing something here. So that's what that's used for. Coming down, we've got the redo, the undo button. This is share, so you can share your drawing by lots of different to lots of different apps. We can get things up from your photos, camera, or a Wacom drop zone, and then this takes you back to the home page. You can, once you've drawn something, you want to go to the next page, just press the next page, and then to go back, you press this. So talking about the actual stylus, in terms of the palm ejection, it works really well when you've got the multitasking gestures turned off. Currently they're turned off, but if you've got them turned on, you may experience some, because obviously you've got the different gestures when you can go to the home screen, so it may think that you're trying to do this when your palm is on the screen. So I suggest going on to settings, multitasking gestures, and turning it off. Going back onto the app, we can see how, I'm just going to show you how well palm ejection actually works. So bobbing out what's on here now, if we turn, if we can get rid of the stylus, so now the stylus isn't connected via Bluetooth, and what this means is that when I put my palm on here, it means that it will draw with my palm, so that I can now draw with my finger. Now if I put my stylus on here now, obviously the shortcut button isn't working because it's not connected via Bluetooth. So when I put my palm on here, it could start interfering. See, it's drawing down here with my palm. And this, to solve this, obviously you just turn on Bluetooth, connect it via here. Okay, so once it's reconnected, you can use your eraser, rub it all out, and I should mention that the eraser changes size. So if I go onto here and I've got my pen selected, and I draw a straight line like this, when I go slowly on the eraser, we've got a very small eraser line. Now the faster I go, the bigger the eraser gets. I don't know if you can see it on the video. Okay, so now palm ejection is currently turned on, and what you'll see here is now if you try and draw with your finger, yep, it draws a line, but it recognises that it's not the pen and it's the finger, and this is via the Bluetooth going through the tip. So now we can just put your palm on it and you can write. So let's write, hi guys, please subscribe. So that's what the stylus looks like when you're writing, and you can rub it out. So yeah, overall this stylus is quite a neat little stylus. It works really well within the app. You can use it with different apps. I'll put a list in this description of apps that it's compatible with, and the link to the web page, which also tells you what apps it's with. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it's like drawing on a photo. So you just go onto this button here, select photos. So let's just pick a photo. So this is currently what our setup looks like now. So you can zoom in, whatever, and then you just tap on the outside, and now you've got your photo imported onto here. You can either rotate it, or you can just select your pen. So you've got three different pen settings on here. You've got the pen, which I'm currently selected on now. which draws like so. You can go onto here, you can set the highlighter. You've got different sizes, you've got big, medium, small, and then that highlights over it. Obviously when you keep highlighting it, it gets thicker and deeper. Go onto the pencil, and now we've got a different effect. Now this shows, gives a more of a, I don't know, more sketchy feel when you're, especially when you're drawing. I use mainly the pen and the highlighter for note taking, but when you're drawing little sketches, it's quite useful to use the pencil. So going down onto this chooses what colour. So you can, there's multiple different colours. The only problem is on this app there are a fair few of colours, but it is quite limited in terms of the amount of colours you can get. So let's choose pink for example. Now you can draw over this, you can change your pens. Let's go back onto the pen, and draws on this. You can go onto the highlighter, highlight over it also. You can do lots of things. You can edit your pictures quite well with this stylus, and it's got different ways of playing around. And also when you rub it out, it doesn't rub out the picture, it only rubs out what you've added onto it. So that's what it looks like using it on the app. I'll put some photos up of some drawings that I've actually done on here. Well, I'll draw some drawings and I'll put them up so you can see what it's like, what final products you can get from using the stylus. Okay, not only can you use this stylus within the app, you can also use it just as general use. So this is the home screen of the app. As you can see, it's just working perfectly fine here. It's like a finger substitute. So now you go onto the Safari, open up Safari, you can go on to different things. Let's go on to BBC News. So yeah, as you can see, it works perfectly fine in terms of just pressing buttons. You can enter up here, you can type stuff in, you can go on to, I don't know, you just go on to YouTube. So it works remarkably well within the app and outside of the app. So that's the Bamboo Stylus. Okay, so this is the Bamboo Papers app. This is the homepage of the app. So obviously you can add loads of different books. So and one you can get is called greeting cards, and you can obviously edit them and change them as you wish. And you can go through. And so here they've got a Merry Christmas one. I'll try to flip over so you can see it. So these are obviously presets that you can edit yourself and go through. But the only problem that I found in terms of going through the pages on this was you can only go through one at a time, and you can't skip through loads of them. So it does take sometimes, let's say you're on page 20, the one that you want, and you're on page 1, you've got to go through incredibly slowly until you get there. But to be honest, it isn't that much of a problem. So going back onto the home screen, I'm going to take you through what is actually on the home screen. So on the bottom left side here, we've got the search, and this takes you through all your different notepads that you've got up. So you can go onto them, so you can go onto drawings. So here you've got all my different things on here, and that takes you onto that one. So this is just a little sketch that my brother's done. Quite good if I must say so myself. But going back onto the home screen, we've got the information, and now what this does is this tells you about the Bamboo Paper app, and you can obviously visit the blog, Facebook page, Twitter page, and Flipboard. Feedback, support, and whatever. So you've got a little video here talking about your digital notepad and all that, and you've got the stylus, and obviously you can read about the different styluses here. Obviously I'll put a link to all this other stuff in the description. Down here you can delete various, so this you can delete a particular booklet, and I'm not going to delete one because I don't know whether I should. And then here you can share a booklet. So let's say I want this book, I want to share it. You can select email as Bamboo Paper, as PDF. You can Dropbox, Evernote, print. You can do lots of different things. And then obviously the plus, add a new notebook. You've got a selection of different notebooks. Artist you have to buy, but let's say I want to add maker. Now you can select using this button down here different types of covers. So maybe I want the grey one, or this one, or maybe the white one. And then you can select different papers. So now it's got squared paper, larger squares, triangles for some weird reason. And you can get blue paper if you really want. So you can get lots of different books. So that is the overview of the app itself. I'll put some drawings such as this one in, so you can kind of see what it's like, what things you can get from using the Bamboo Stylus. If you've got any questions or anything, just leave a comment down below. If you've got any suggestions, also leave a comment. If you like the video, leave a like.